So today I'm going to tell you a story, a very sad story, and frankly a quite embarrassing story for somebody who runs a boot channel on YouTube. The story of how I got scammed on eBay. What's up guys, James here, and this is BootWizard Boot Reviews, and today it's story time. So I want to preface this story by saying I think eBay is a great place to pick up boots. Second-hand ones, older ones, models that are hard to get hold of, or just buying a pair of boots you really want at a very low price. Almost all of my boots that I didn't buy brand new from a store have come from eBay, and I have a great experience on them 99.9% of the time, but that 0.1% of the time brought me these. What? So these, as you might be aware or might not be aware, are a pair of Nike Flyknit Ultras. Sorry, Nike Flyknit Ultras. I purchased them off eBay for a good price. Not a ridiculous price, nothing too insane that I was thinking, oh, this is too cheap, but definitely a good value buy for a couple of reasons. One, they were listed as used, so a used boot usually drops the value a massive amount, and I wasn't too worried. I just wanted a pair of Flyknit Ultras for the channel that I was going to playtest, so I didn't mind that somebody had used them. They were my size, and they didn't come with the box. Again, none of this was an issue. I had a video in mind that I wanted to make, and I needed a pair of Flyknit Ultras. Unfortunately, I had sold my pair of Flyknit Ultras to start this channel. Basically, to fund the beginning of this channel, I sold my Ice Flyknit Ultras because that gave me enough money to be able to buy the camera, to be able to buy more boots, to actually start the channel. So we went back and I decided it was time to pick up another pair of Flyknit Ultras. And as far as fakes go, I don't think that these look too bad. They're supposed to be the triple black colorway, so obviously they kind of look alright. They are made from an actual knitted material. They have the ribs that run along the top of the boot, but these are clearly not genuine Flyknit Ultras. If you're ever unsure of how to test if a boot is fake or not, the first thing you should do is try and bend it in half. If you can do this with your boots, they are definitely not genuine. Boots are designed to give support and structure through the heel and the midfoot. If your boot can bend in half, that is not possible. Another good one I always find is the insole. The insoles in these are hilarious. The insoles are slightly glued in, but not glued in by anything other than a strip of double-sided tape on the flimsiest piece of imitation leather that has ever been put inside a boot. It might as well not be there. This is pretty shocking, to be fair. But yes, that was on the inside of my Flyknit Ultras. And as you start to look more into the boot, it's obviously not the same quality. There's glue all over the place. There's bits that are missing, that are cracked. It's clearly just not, like, made in Italy, apparently, lies. It's clearly just not to the standard that you would get from someone like Nike. So the question is, how? How did this happen to the Boot Wizard, to an experienced boot buyer on eBay? Well, basically, the pictures that were placed up on eBay were genuine pictures of the product. They weren't stock photos or anything like that. They were pictures that somebody had taken of a genuine pair of Flyknit Ultras, then put up on eBay, but then when they sent them out to me, I was then sent this pair of horrible fake Flyknit Ultras. So don't feel too bad for me. eBay were fairly good. I got like 99% of my money back on these, although it took a very long time, because trying to prove that your boots are fake to a company that doesn't actually deal in boots is pretty difficult, to be fair. But I got most of my money back, so it's not a big deal, and I got to keep my super ridiculous fake boots, which I am now making this lovely video for you. So my tips when you are buying on eBay are to be very careful with anything that is listed with stock photos. If those photos have been taken from ProDirect or the Nike website, the Adidas website, anything like that, then ask for genuine photos of the product that you're going to be receiving, because stock photos can be pulled from anywhere. You could be receiving anything. Similarly, if there's a person or a business selling on eBay, selling multiple pairs of the same boots, and then they use the same picture for every single listing, ask for pictures of exactly the boot that you will be receiving. Obviously, when you are looking at the pictures, any pictures of any boot listed on eBay, be very detailed. Look into everything. Find a genuine picture online and do a comparison. Usually there's a problem. There's some kind of small issue that you can spot. The shape will be off, or the materials will be off. If it's a boot that's got a dynamic fit collar from Nike, the materials of the dynamic fit collar usually look a bit off. Same with the sole plates. Sole plates and stud patterns, look for colors, look for things that don't match. Now obviously there's ones that we can all spot on MyLoft, which are ones that have been put up there with dragons down the side or enormous like U's around the front instead of a Nike swoosh. We can all spot those, but be careful when you are buying on eBay. And of course, there is always the chance that you do your due diligence and you still get a little bit scammed. Another thing that you can do is obviously check feedback. It's a very sensible thing to do whenever you're buying boots. Check the account. Sometimes it's difficult because the person doesn't sell boots on a regular basis. They just sell random items and people have been very happy with everything else that they've purchased, but then they've got this one pair of fake boots. And most of the time they are people like the ones that I bought who have probably been scammed themselves. They've bought from maybe an illegal website by accident, or they've bought from another seller on eBay and then they've got scammed and then they're trying to get their own money back basically by scamming somebody else. If it happens to you, don't do that. Get in touch with eBay. Yes, it's a bit of a fight. Yes, it takes a long time, but they are generally going to help you out. So do let me know down in the comments what you think of my super fun, super twisty Flyknit Ultras. Remember to like this video and do remember to subscribe to get all of my reviews, unboxings, playtests, and information about how I occasionally get made to look like a clown. But that's all from BootWizard here today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've had some fun at my expense. Have a good one.